Hello there. In today's video, we're going to go through skill 59, which is in our pink packet. It's the last skill for our pink packet and the last skill for the school year. So all of these questions are going to need a calculator. So I'm going to show you on the calculator how to do this. Number 59 says a population is normally distributed with a mean of 23 and a standard deviation of 1.2. The percentage of the population that falls below 21 to the nearest hundredth is, so just a quick summary of what this question is saying is, we have a population that when we collect all the data, it all falls into some categories that are in this shape. This is called a normal distribution curve. And they're saying the mean is 23. And they're saying the standard deviation is 1.2. That means the average distance each data point is from the average is 1.2. And they want to know what percentage of the population falls below 21. So here would be 21. And they want to know all of this. They want to know how many people are in that part of the curve. So our calculator does this all for us. We just need to know how to get there. You can see right here on our calculator, there's a button that says DISTR. That stands for distributed. Yep. And when we pick it, we want to always pick normal CDF. There's no PDF ever in this class. It's always CDF. So when we pick it, it's going to ask, what's the lowest number I shaded? So when I drew this here, the lowest number I shaded, this graph is going to go forever. It's going to go forever to the left. So the lowest number I shaded is the smallest number I can come up with, which in this case is negative 9999999. So if you want your graph to go as far to the left forever, just say negative and then a bunch of nines. What's the farthest to the right we just shaded? Well, the farthest to the right we just shaded is 21. So these first two boxes ask how far to the left am I going with the shading? And how far to the right am I going with the shading? The third number, that is the symbol for average or mean. So in this case, it's 23. And then the last symbol, that's sigma, that's the standard deviation, which is 1.2. So once we have that all in, we hit paste and then hit enter, and it will tell us the percentage out of the entire curve we have shaded 4.779% of the data. And remember, this is a decimal, so to turn it to a percent, we're going to multiply by 100. And that's why the answer to number 59 is choice B. Number 60 is the exact same process. They're telling us the mean is 4.3. The standard deviation is 0.05. And we want to know, we want to shade everything to the less than 4.27, which means when I draw my curve here, 4.27 is right here. I want to go to the left. So that's going to be just like the last one where my lower is negative 9999999. So when you put all this information here, you get B for this one. I could go up to third. Now question 61 is a little different. 440 students. Our mean is 79. Our standard deviation is 7. I'll do this one. Remember, always CDF, never PDF. No PDFs in school. So our low is negative 9999999 still. Our upper is 64.9. Our mean is 79. And our standard deviation is 7. So in this question, we get 0.02. But this question, if you read it, says the number of students who must attend. They don't want to know the percent in this question. They want to know the number of students. So I need to take this value that I got on my calculator and multiply it by the number of students. There's 440 students. And if 2% of them must attend summer school, then 9.675 of them must attend summer school, which means it's C, 10. All right, number 62. We're going to do this one together because it's a little different as well. The scores on a math college entry exam are normally distributed with a mean of 68 and a standard deviation of 7.2. Students scoring higher than 1 standard deviation above the mean will not be enrolled in the tutoring program. How many of the 750 students can be expected to be enrolled in the tutoring program? So when I do my CDF, I want to know, where is the lower bound? So I'm going to draw this here at the top of the page. The mean is 68. And they said anyone higher than 1 standard deviation above the mean. So we need to shade this way, but we don't actually know what that number is. But they told us the standard deviation is 7.2. So I just need to do the mean plus the standard deviation to get 75.2. That number that we're starting to shade at is 75.2. And in this question, we're shading to the right. So we're going to do 75.2. And our shading goes on and on and on to the right forever. Our average is 68. And our standard deviation is 7.2. This is the percentage of students that will not be in this tutoring program. So to figure out how many will, I can do 1 minus that number. That's the percentage that will. And then multiply by the number of students, 750, to get 631. Or the other thing you could do is take the percentage we got up here, 15%, multiply that by 750, and then subtract that answer from 750, because there's 119 kids not enrolled in tutoring. So I subtract to get 631 enrolled. All right, I'm not going to go through all of these questions because they're all pretty much the same problem. You always do normal CDF. We do our lower and upper bound. We do our mean. We do our standard deviation. Just make sure you're answering the question. If they ask for the percent, that's just the number you get on the calculator times 100. If they ask for how many people or how many items, make sure you multiply the percent you get by the total number surveyed or the total number involved. Just going to go through here and see. Let me give you the answers really quick here. So the front page was BBC, ABC. Great. The second page here has nothing out of the ordinary here, except for number 67. 65 is A, 66 is C. 67, there's 400 students in the senior class. All of these students took the SAT. The distribution of their SAT scores is approximately normal. The number of students who scored within 2 standard deviations of the mean, you could do normal CDF on this question, but you don't have to, because this is a fact you're just supposed to know. Within 2 standard deviations, if you see within 2 standard deviations and you see normally distributed, all you have to say to yourself is that's 95%. 2 standard deviations is 95%. And if they ever ask 1 standard deviation from the mean in either direction is 68%. These are the 2 numbers you really need to know for those. So we're just going to do 95% of 400 and get 380. Number 68 works out to be choice D. Number 69 works out to be choice A. Number 70 works out to be D. Great. And then we'll just finish it off with the last question here. The last question, number 71, is choice A. So that's it. The main summary here is second distributed. And always, always, always make sure you pick CDF. There's never PDF in school. Normal CDF only. And remember, if a boundary goes on forever and ever and ever in one direction, just type a bunch of 9s. You'll see your calculator actually do negative 1e 99 like that. You can do that too. You use that e, but negative 999999999 is stop. Okay, and if you do know the boundary, make sure you actually type it in. All right, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching.